With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello everyone, let us start with our question. In this question, what is given that there is a resistive force which is directly proportional to the velocity, object velocity, we know that, and it is represented as resistive force equals to minus B into V. Where resistive force, so we have used a negative sign because the negative sign indicate that the resistive force is opposite to the velocity. Now, for example, if there is a mass which is submerged in a liquid, so there would be various forces which would be acting. So there would be a resistive force which would be acting, there would be a weight which would be acting, and also there would be a bind force, okay? So buoyant force would be essentially constant, and we can just make the buoyant force to be by changing the apparent weight of the sphere by a constant force. Now, and we can ignore this. Now we can say that the net force on the body would be mg, which would be acting in the downward direction, minus bv, which would be opposite to the velocity. This would be equals to mass into acceleration, or we can say that this would be the net force. Now acceleration could be written as dv divided by dt. Now if we integrate this, then our velocity would turn out to be mg divided by b, 1 minus e to the power minus b bt divided by m. This essentially means that this is the exponential type of variation. Now there would be some point at which we won't be having any acceleration. That means this term, this we can say that dv divided by dt, acceleration would be equals to 0 at some point. Now the velocity at that instant of time would be known as terminal velocity, and we will be denoted as vt. Now that means mg minus bt, vt, it would be vt equals to 0. So we can say that vt, or the terminal velocity, would be mg divided by b. Okay, this could be the case. Now in this question, we have been asked which object has the greatest terminal velocity out of these. So there are 4 objects which is having the greatest terminal velocity. Now the terminal velocity formula has also been given. So vt would be equals to mg divided by b. So we calculate the terminal velocity for each one. So terminal velocity for first, it would be equals to mass is 1, g value is 10 divided by 3.7. Terminal velocity for 2, this would be equals to mass is 2, g is 10 divided by 1.4. Terminal velocity for 3, mass is 3, g is 10 divided by 1.4. And then terminal velocity for fourth, mass is 4, g is 10 divided by 2.8. Now this clearly we can see that 10 factor is common for all, so we need not to concern about the 10 factor. Now clearly we can see that in this expression, this numerator is the smallest of all the expression. Okay, numerator is the smallest for all the expression. Here it is 1, and here it is 2, here it is 3, and denominator is maximum. So this cannot be the option, because this value, if we can also calculate, but if we just go by the numerical values, so we can just see that this cannot be the option. Now here it is given that 2 into this, it would be 20 and it would be 30. Now denominator is same, so if we compare these two, so we can say that clearly this value would be less than this value, so this value would be greater. Now if we just figure out this one, if we cancel this by 2, so 2 multiplied by 2 would be 4, and 2 multiplied by 1.4 would be 2.8. So we can just write this as 2 into 10 divided by 1.4. Now if we compare these, which value would be greater? So here it is 10, here it is 1.4, 10, 1.4. Here numerator is 3, and here numerator is 2. Clearly 3 is the greatest of the values. So the correct option would be our C option. Hope you understood this solution. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.